Yale professor wants your kids to see public sex at pride parades so that they're not homophobes. Yale professor Joseph Fischel wrote an article entitled "Keep Pride Nude" in the Boston Review, saying that children should witness nudity and sexual act at pride events so that they aren't homophobic. His Twitter bio says that he is gay for pay, and I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I know that he is for lawlessness. I know that because the professor himself admits it. There are laws against public nudity and public sex, developed over centuries to keep developing minds safe. Yet Professor Fischel writes a legal argument and makes legal defense for public lawlessness to expand children's minds. But Professor, it's really not about the children, is it? In your own words, it's about you. In your own words, it's about you and your cravings for sexual pleasure, and that others would support you and encourage you in what you're doing. All should praise you for public nudity and sex. This is the sinful mind that all of us have, not just the dear professor, that all of us have, that in my pride and in my desires, I want others to tell me what I am doing is good and to applaud me for my cravenness and my sin. Psalm 10. In his pride, the wicked do not seek him. In all his thoughts, there is no room for God. When you and I lapse into sin, when you and I get so consumed with what we want and our desires, we really push God out, don't we? We really are so full of desire for my pleasure, my purpose, my things, that there's no room in my mind. I gotta have this. I must do this. Everyone should support this. It doesn't matter if you believe like the professor does, or if it's any other sin. Here is it at its core. I want it, and I want other people to applaud while I have it. And I don't want anything from the Lord. When you read all of Psalm 10 today, "O Lord, why do you stand far off?" that opening line, you see why sometimes we push him away. We don't seem to want him because we want our own self. And yet in our weaknesses and in our sins and in our destruction that we bring upon ourselves, the Lord is not far off. He hears when we call out, "Lord, forgive, Lord, restore, Lord, bless." He hears and he helps, even when we seem to push him away.